Alrighty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're in. We're in.
Do you have a stand so I can put my phone to see the comments?
Camera looks good, huh?
Does. What's good, chat?
Check.
Give us
Let's
like
see chat.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Why 5 minutes?
3 minutes.
Appreciate everyone showing up. Who we got in here? Lorenzo here, my guy.
Thank you.
Daniel Holmes here, my guy.
Who's Daniel?
I don't know. Some wannabe. I don't know. We'll figure out who he is.
What's good, everybody? Thank you for coming on this live stream. We got the boy, TradeSharpe. He's gonna be trading on his Top Step account today. How was London session for you?
Bit choppy, got liquidity grabbed, but let's see if we can blow an account here and whoa. Man's not locked in, guys. He's not locked in.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a good host here. So we'll see if we can blow an account here or not.
Yeah, that's full port.
Full margin or go home.
Brain rotting. Looking younger, bro. Who's looking younger? Oh, because I shaved my beard. That's why.
I see. Brain rotting.
Yeah. Trade blunts. Okay.
All right.
We'll get started in like 60 seconds. Give it 60 seconds.
Trades blunt? Come on, man. You want me to show you something sharp? I'll show you something sharp. You wait, huh? You wait there where I know I'll come and show you something very sharp. And then I'll show it. You'll see if you like it or not, because that's what you're indicating. But if you want it blunt, it's not as smooth if you take it blunt. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Because it's blunt, right? But if it's sharp, it goes through quickly. So it's his choice, man.
Yeah.
It's his choice.
Well, how would you make fun of Daniel's name?
How would I make fun of Daniel's name? Well, I can't, because if I insult his name, I insult his whole heritage, because it's his name, right?
Thank you for the donation, Antonio.
Turn these to 1 mil and buy the Lambo. Thank you, bro. Let's go. $2 to 1 mil. Antonio pulling up here. All right. Switch to the screen. Switch to the screen. Stop wasting. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Time to lock in, guys.
I have to do it.
Oh, you have to do it? Okay.
Okay. Magic. Look at the transition. Boom. Now we appear bottom right.
Yes.
Look at that.
And for those that are new here, that don't know Harry Sharp, he's been trading for 69 years. He's a pro at price action. He's also known as Lobster King.
Thank you.
And
thank
his
you.
lobster trading areas, right?
That's the one, man.
Yeah.
That's the one. So, today we're going to be having a look at US 30, known on futures as YM. And I trade basically a price action strategy. I'm going to run through an analysis here, and we're going to get started into looking at what's going on here. So, as an analysis, starting off on the daily time frame as always. So, as we can see here, yesterday, US 30 pushed up towards the highs here. We pushed up towards this daily resistance up here. I'm going to remove some of these lines. These is from yesterday. And we created a new daily resistance, so we can clone this one. We can bring this down here so we know where our current one is. So daily rejected, but see, the key thing is yesterday we rejected from the lows as well, as you can see down here, right? So we rejected from the lows, we rejected from the highs. Honestly, not the best range to be trading in. It's always good if we're trading from the bottom of this range or from the top of this range. Now, if we're looking at the 4-hour time frame here, we can see we've started to create rejection. Now, it's a pretty interesting scenario because we did this V-shaped recovery. V-shaped recoveries don't always happen in the market. Usually, we normally form some sort of consolidation, retest up. But even if you look at like a 5-minute, for example, this thing was just like straight up, like absolutely no tomorrow, thank you very much, straight up, and then we've consolidated. But when we have previous daily leaning bearish, now we have the 4 hours as well leaning bearish, can give us an option to potentially look for some downside in this session if the setup presents itself. So as we can see, this daily resistance now is lining up very nicely with a previous 4 hour. We're going to bring this old 4 hour up here because that's going to be our new 4 hour. And we're going to be looking to see what happens on lower time frames. 1 hour time frame started to break structure. This is actually the first structural break on an hour time frame since this morning, as we were holding higher low, higher low, higher low. Now boom, we break structure here. So it's kind of supporting that, leaning towards the bearish side. But again, if we respect this 1 hour support down here, then we can definitely see some buys play out. So I'm doing a bit of a markup here on TradingView. It's a bit cleaner. And then I'll go to futures. Now on futures, we do have different 4-hour candles closes here. So let me actually get some of these charts out so it's easier for this session.
Are you using TradingView to enter your trades, like you wait for a break on TradingView, then you go to top step?
No. When I do lower time frame, I'll base it off futures.
Okay.
But what I'm doing is the 4 hours are going to be slightly different. You can see this 4-hour closes in an hour.
Yeah.
So
I know there's a delay with TradingView.
Yeah. There's not a delay. I'm not using the futures chart on TradingView.
Yeah.
I like to do that because it's how I've collected data on that. So, and it works. But when it comes to execution, meaning 1 hour 15, you can see the 1 hour is printed like the actual TradingView chart. I actually like to execute using top step then, to see where the candles close and top wicks and stuff like that. But if we're looking here at the 1 hour, we've obviously marked this 1 hour support here. Put that like that. And now we'll go down, check the 30, what's going on there. We can see we built a little range here. We're just going to cross-check that on 15, a little bit lower on 15. So below this range here is possibly where I could look to sell. Now, if we respect this range, what might happen in the open here, which happens in about, I'd say 20 minutes. So we might pop up first and then start to make ourselves towards the downside. That is very possible. If we're going to straight blast towards the downside, hopefully in this next 20 minutes, we make some sort of 5-minute structure because we've had back-to-back 5 minutes candles closing bearish here.
Yep.
It's not really something we want to just jump in right now, especially at the lows of the range here. So what I normally do now is I go back to top step and I mark these same ranges, but on futures. So I kind of do an analysis there. And then I come back to here now. And then I only need a couple of lines on this. So we can see it's a lot more of a messy range. We have this one down here. And then obviously below here is a cleaner range. And then I only need really 2 lines here to understand because I've done the analysis here. So this is just a personal way. You could do markup on both, to be honest. But this is super choppy down here in this area here. I don't know if I really want to be shorting into that. So I rather see a little bit of a bounce right here, and then we can take shorts from higher, maybe come back up into this area here if things get crazy. If we look at yesterday's open, we can see yesterday's open was actually up here. It pushed up first, followed by heavy consolidation, and then late. This was about 8 o'clock, so 2 hours. 2.5 hours after the open, we saw a bearish candle come through here on the 15, which was a 5-minute break of structure as well. And then the actual shorts came in, right? So then 5-minute structure broke here at 8 o'clock. So pretty late, 8:10 to be exact. And then the shorts, but the actual open itself pushed up very heavily here, almost about 250 points-ish. See if my mental math is on point. Ready? No, I'm totally off. 150 points off. Maybe the first candle is 250. There we go. You see?
Spot on.
On point,
4 points
man.
off.
On points, yeah. So 254, we push up yesterday. Then it was a very slow retrace here, right? Very, very slow retrace we got. So today we need to see what's up like that. So now it's just a matter of waiting here. We kind of have a plan. We want to see if we get below here, see if we can execute some shorts, and yeah, we see if we bounce here. And now we can ask some questions here as well.
What's your skincare routine?
What's my
Skincare routine? What is your skincare routine? Do you have one?
No, I don't have. Oh, that's what Lorenzo is telling me. Man, my skin is cooked, bro. It's just the lighting, man. Thank the lighting, bro.
Yeah.
All AI generated this. I'm actually not here. I'm at my PC, but we have an AI generated version of me, and I'm actually speaking on Zoom to be physically present here. And Hunter is looking at a doll.
Yeah, doll.
Don't know why he bought this doll.
It's a green screen doll.
Yeah, I don't know why he bought this doll, but we won't speak about this on this stream. Maybe another version we can speak about Hunter's dolls.
Yo. I was going to ask you though, Harry, you're trading Dow Jones. Are we going to be looking at anything else today, like gold?
Yeah, let's have a look at gold, man. We might as well have a look at what gold is doing. It's been consolidating all day here, so maybe we could get a chance to get a breakout. I will trade gold as well during the NYSE Open here. Man, if you watched my stream this morning, you would have seen the analysis towards gold, and honestly was looking to see if we just consolidate or maybe try to breach above these highs. Now, I had a target here this is a very interesting zone we have at the 5,000 flat level. If you were to look at price action wise, big draw of liquidity here, so this is super important, right? We see this massive wick coming from this, basically this 50, 100 here, massive wick coming from here. Price then defended that level. If you were to even draw a volume profile, I know some people like to trade with that. That's probably going to be your POC.
Lorenzo uses that, right?
Yeah, he's going to know what that is there.
We should get Lorenzo on.
Yeah, and but in price action wise as well, it will line up nicely. So that's been a zone we've been defending, which is why we're naturally seeing price to struggle to leave this zone here. We're not actually seeing full sellers take control like we've seen in the past, heavy sellers, and yeah, we're not seeing that. We're seeing basically it consolidate here. So with 4 hours leaning bearish, if we do want to visit some downside today, then we'll have to break this range. If we're going to sell inside of this range here, we need to see direction, because you can see this range is very sideways. So it's not really giving us direction. If we can get maybe like a break of structure, then a pullback, so everyone's going to then jump in buys, then that fails and we get back inside of this range here. Maybe that's when we can see the downside. Also, if we come back towards the top of the range, a lot of people are going to be interested in buys. If we see price fail at the top of the range, then we can potentially look for the sells to continue. If not, then we stay on the buy side, and we just, because buying gold has been pretty straightforward. There could be a sneaky buy above this area here, but trading mid-range is sometimes a bit complicated because it's indecisive, you know.
Lowers your probability.
A little bit here, but we could, you know, with volume here, it wouldn't be too bad to give it a shot here. But you can see every time we've breached up into this zone here, we've rejected and failed, you know. So we can see what ends up happening there. We can see what ends up happening there.
And someone in the chat asked, do you only trade US 30 in gold?
Yeah, I trade US 30 gold, DAX, and Nasdaq. Those are my main pairs. You know, those are my main pairs, and those are my favorite. I would say out of those favorite, you know, it changes. You know, like. You know, sometimes you have a fling with this person and that person, you know, same thing happens with pairs.
Yeah.
And right now I'm vibing with US 30. So,
okay. So you choose US 30 over NASDAQ for indices?
Yeah, by far.
Why is that though? More volatility?
See, I like to trade right at the open. That's like one of the things I like to do. And the way that US 30 moves right at the open is enjoyable for me. I have my strat on it. I like the volatility. A lot of people get scared from it, but I like to capitalize off it, you know, in and out as fast as possible. Sometimes not, you know, it doesn't have to. I don't mind if it's ranging for a while or something like that. Doesn't really matter, you know. Yeah. No, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it as a pair.
And commodities have been a hot topic recently in the space.
Yeah, especially gold.
Are you trading commodities like silver and copper?
Not really, man. Looking at silver, you know, the lot sizes are crazy, you know, it moves like a 15-minute candle.
One micro is
one micro, I think on a 15-minute candle will average $500-600 risk. Which is fun, you know, more risk, more opportunity. But it's something like I've not really looked at too much silver lower time frame. I've looked at silver higher time frame in the past, you know, you don't want to just jump in because it's something hyped. You know, you want to kind of be like, okay, let's see.
Of course, stick to what you're used to as well.
Exactly.
Someone asks, why are you not trading GJ anymore?
Yeah, the reason I'm not trading GJ anymore is because it lost its volatility. So GJ now, the GBP is extremely boring. The JPY as well is a little bit confused here. So this is why I've just stopped trading it, because it really, you know, doesn't make sense when you have so much volatility in something like gold now. You have so much volatility in indices, but not really anymore in something like an asset like GJ, right?
Yeah.
So this is why I've kind of switched towards, you know, it's not that I don't like it, but let me just show you an example, because that will make things clear.
It's seasonal. Like even the crypto guys right now, everyone's coming to commodities, you know?
Yeah, like GJ on higher time frame, great moves, right? Check this out, 4-hour close here, send it. So if you want to be trading the higher time frame, you can send it. Now, if we look at what's happening on a session trade in a 15-minute time frame, let me show you this price action wise, okay? So let's go for this week, for example. We start off from here. So if you're a seller, fine, you can catch one nice sell here. Now we switch to a buy bias. Close above the range, fail. Pullback trade, works out. Buys above the range, fail. Breakout, fail. Breakout, fail. Breakout, fail. Breakout, failed again. And these pullbacks are not really the best range, because look at this one. It creates a support candle, you take a buy, failed again, chop, 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 then goes. When it goes, maybe you got chopped up in here, you got scared. Now you take the breakout buy, pulls back again. You know, so obviously pullbacks are better, but which one do you take? Do you take this one? Do you take that one? Do you take this one? You know?
Yeah.
And then look here, okay, beautiful, volume candle finally coming in, right? You don't take this pullback because it's at resistance. If you took this one and put your stop loss below here, you lost, right? You take this breakout now, stopped.
It's like ping pong.
Yeah, it's a mess, but if you go to a 4-hour time frame, it's working, huh?
Yeah.
It's working, like, you know, you can.
Swingers.
Yeah, it's much better here in terms of just trying to get on a better move, you know? So yeah.
Oh yeah, our camera guy loves swingers.
Yeah. Can imagine. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with that.
Have you actually gone to swingers in Dubai?
That mini golf place, yeah. Why have you gone there?
I haven't gone there, but I know Daniel loves to go there.
With men, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
He's always taking the boys there, you know?
I don't know how filtered YouTube is.
Not filtered. This is my stream. Was red folder the dollar news today, but not much reaction on gold? How come? Because apparently, so the governments were shut down yesterday. They've officially opened today. We have ADP. You know, ADP doesn't always bring the biggest news here, biggest effect here. We can look at Forex Factory here.
It's non-farm employment change.
No, that's on Friday.
There's news at 7,
Not
right?
payroll.
There's news at
PMI?
7, yeah. PMIs, yeah. The
Yeah,
PMI was supposed to be yesterday, but it got moved to today. So here we have on, where are we? Today's Wednesday. So we had ADP, right, which came out already. Numbers, we spoke this morning actually on live stream about the numbers coming. Look, if you want to look at patterns in trading, this is the same thing. Every single time they're being wrong with their forecast. Forecast 49, 41. 5K minus 32. This only time, one iteration. 52K minus 32. 73K, 54.
Wow.
46 prediction came back lower. So it's always coming back lower, but no one cares about this because the real employment data that they're waiting for is on Friday. First Friday of every single month is NFP, but they seem to have moved it now. They probably move it to next Friday because of government shut. We'll have to see, man. You know, Trump is like a joker card, guys. You know, everything is like it's playing with a joker card, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what ends up happening with all of that stuff.
Why is Harry not at the gym right now?
He was saying about if OGs know about GJ. Yes. I was back in the day a GJ king. GJ was my pair back in the day. I was sending it. But, you know, times change.
And how much do you like to use fundamentals in your strategy?
A lot. So I do it like beginning of the week. I'm a big fundamental guy. It helps me determine bias. I think it's a massive part of trading. And you need to understand it. So I use it quite a lot to have a look at, okay, what are the underlying fundamentals to help me? What if this changes, what is going to be the effects, blah, 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 you know, all of that stuff.
And do you like trading during the volatility of the news?
No, I don't like trading. Unless I'm swing trading, that's probably what's going to help your swing trade hit TP.
Yeah.
But if I'm just trading like this on a 5-minute, 15-minute, I don't like it. You know?
We have a question here. Talking about trading session in one of the videos, finding a strategy. I'm a father working at night, can't sleep. If I have a trade running, I'm looking at scalp day trading. My time is 12 to 3 p.m. TPS tips.
Yeah,
I don't know the time zone though.
CET, he says.
Oh, CET, okay.
So that's Central, Eastern time. So what time is 12 to 3? We're going to find out for you because this is
ChatGPT.
not chat. So can I have this every stream? Like someone reads me the question, send him out. Now he's checking. This is next level, you know?
It's like Joe
What
Rogan.
time is it? Tell me.
You know, Joe Rogan. Pull that up.
Yeah, pull that up. What time is it?
It's 3 hours behind.
3 hours behind. Okay, so it's European time. So, oh, that's what CET stands for. Come on, guys, it's a smarter team here. Central European time, CET. You guys are cooked. So he's trading from 12 p.m., which is like 12 to 3.
It's 3 p.m. here.
Yeah, 12 is 3. 3 is
6.
6.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, so your best thing to do, man, your best thing to do is actually you could get a pre-New York trade and rely on New York Open, but you're not actually going to scalp. You'll have to trade something where you run a bigger stop loss and you start to run something where you use like maybe a 1 hour time frame allows structure to, you know, form, and then you end up hitting TP during a session. So, you know, this idea about trading during volume time, it has truth to it, but in reality, it's a choice. And if you could choose to be in a volume session, it's good. And if you can't be in a volume session, then the best thing is to just adjust your position. So you might not get the best risk to reward and all that, but you want to adjust yourself to, you know, be in the best position.
We got another question. What Forex pairs work with supply and demand? Harry, I can answer this for you. Harry doesn't trade supply and demand.
I kind of do, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, my swing trades are based off supply and demand.
But supply and demand works for every
Everything.
pair. It just
Supply and
depends
demand is another form of support and resistance.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so that's the difference between supply and demand, and it's just see, a support and resistance is a single line, and it can be not a zone. So a supply and demand zone is a specific zone that we've had a volume push from. Okay. Whereas a support and resistance doesn't necessarily mean that it's a zone. It just means that it's an area that price could react off. Whereas a supply and demand zone is normally something where we've had some form of consolidation and a big expansion from that, you know?
Yeah. And if you want to backtest supply and demand on any currency pairs, you can do so on Pip Labs platform he created, and it's amazing.
Yeah, shameless plug. Daniel Holmes saying Hunter scammed me. Yeah, he's scamming me right now too.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, well, basically a good idea if you are a beginner. King treatment, yeah, it's pretty good king treatment. So if we look here at US 30, the dirty 30, we can see it bouncing up here. This is why we didn't really want to sell at the lows, because we can get a lot of reaction here. We're actually very close to the open now. So now, lock-in time. Okay. Are you ready? We either lose everything.
Let's go.
Or we turn Antonio's $2 into 200,000.
All right, signals.
Okay, you ready?
Full port. Let me pull out my top
pull out your broker account. Full margin.
Got my actually top step loaded up here.
Today we're going to make everyone lose money. That is my goal.
Are you trading micro?
Yeah, I'm trading micro. You can trade normal though if you want to put a. Sometimes I like to use 15, like 1.5.
I don't trade Dow, so I don't know like what the risk is.
It's easy to calculate. I'm going to teach everyone a hack to calculate on Dow. It's very easy actually. Whatever this stop loss is, so from here to here, so it says 37. With 2 contracts would be 370. So with 1 contract is half.
For micros?
No, for normal contracts.
Normal,
so there would be 20 micros.
Yeah.
But sometimes if we have a stop loss like, I don't know, 600, something like that, more than 1% of the account. If we have more than 1% of the account, then maybe I want to do like 18, 15 micros. Then I can get the risk to like 500.
I see. And you're going to be entering this trade on the 5 minutes.
Depends if we get the setup here. We need to see, because right now this candle might want to bounce from here. So we might get an open bounce setup and play it from yesterday. Depends on how deep this closes right now. If this closes somewhere up here, we're not going to have the range. But we could play a little bit of a bounce, quick scalp towards the upside. And then, but it happens very fast. You guys will see. We might literally trade right at the actual open. Like literally as the open starts, boom.
Yeah.
Full margin.
Technically a breakout.
Yeah, it's not a breakout because we're not breaking out the range. We're going back towards the top of the range.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So this is normal.
15 minutes pushing up.
If you haven't seen Dow before, you will feel extreme FOMO when you see these type of movements, okay? And this is why a lot of people don't like Dow, because they plan a move and all of a sudden it starts pushing up last minute. This is completely normal.
Daniel asked the question.
Daniel?
Yeah. What made you switch to prop after using personal account for so long?
What made me switch to prop after using personal account so long? Diversity. I still use personal account, but on New York session for futures, I like futures for Dow because of execution speed. It's slightly better than CFDs, but I'm still heavily a CFD trader. And actually last month, my biggest trade was done on CFDs. I socially use prop as just diversification and to have more in my portfolio.
Yeah.
He actually didn't ask a troll question. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I think he's actually becoming, something's wrong, you know?
He's setting you up right now for a trick question, probably.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
It's making you comfortable.
I am waiting, yeah.
Hi, bro. Please tell me Dubai best platform for trading. If you're trading on live account, I would say Vantage. If you're trading on prop firms, if you want to trade futures, Top Step, of course, Alpha Futures. And if you're trading prop firms, CFDs, FTMO, Alpha Capital Group. You have any recommendations?
Use code WAYOND.
Use code WAYOND if you want.
Trade on whatever you want, man. You know?
Yeah.
Trade on whatever you want. Harry, hey Harry, yellow 7. Wait, man, it's almost open. Open in 35 seconds. You're asking me yellow 7? We'll do it. We'll do it after. Okay, so most likely here, about 90% sure, we're not going to get an open setup because this candle's pushed too far. I'm not going to rip the highs and run a stop loss here of like 90 points. But this is also the pullback we talked about. Remember, we talked about the pullback, that it can pull back first and then we can grab sells down. So let's see what the open does here. You're going to see it happen here in 7 seconds. Probably a big candle. You guys are going to think, oh, this is cooked. But no, this is how the open works. So here we go. So yeah, it's going to break the high. Now, it could do one or two things right now. This could liquidity grab and flip, or this could send the highs. So we're going to see. This is why I don't want to be part of it, because if this is going to flip and be in liquidity grab, or if this is going to now reach the highs, then we'll see what ends up happening. But there are a lot of days where it will give you a simple close above here, and then you get this kind of move on the open, immediate volume, which would have been perfect here. So around the open time, we will be involved here using the 1 minute time frame as well, because there's a lot of volume in the open, and if you're waiting for 5 minute candle close, you'll just simply miss the move. So I like to utilize the 1 minute in that scenario only during these times, really, which is the open time. So let's see what we end up doing, where we go and retest here. Again, this is normal to see a big candle like this. This is kind of similar to yesterday, pushing up first, and then next we want to see some type of retracement or something, maybe, or we could look to switch bias and continue buys once we start getting above these 4-hour resistance up here. Do have this line from yesterday, which is from this 4-hour resistance, which we failed to close above many times yesterday. You can see here, right?
Yeah, a lot of wicks.
Yeah, a lot of wicks at this zone. So we will see if we will react at it again. We have grabbed liquidity from this previous 4-hour low, so we could switch a bit of trend here and start pushing like this. So very common thing, people, is they feel a lot of FOMO. This is why they don't like US 30, because of the way it pushes like this. And they're like, it's done, there's no moves. No, it's pretty classic of US 30 to do something like this. Just have to be a bit patient. But what we will check here is we will have a look at also NASDAQ to see how that's opened up here, opened up the opposite. So it's a question a lot of people ask, why is this opened opposite, right? We see US 30 push up, but NAS push down. Shouldn't they move together? NAS is very heavily weighted on a technology sector. So with a very heavy technology sector, you could see those companies struggling. This is the same thing that happened yesterday. If you look, NAS went down during the open time and then started, actually that's not yesterday, but if you were to scroll back, you can see NAS went down during the open time, right? This was the open right here. Actually, no, a little bit earlier. There, that's the big move down. Down during the open, and then we're getting the same thing while US 30 went up. So we're gonna see how it ends up forming. Where we wanna form. Let's get back this chart here. So we're above the daily resistance on CFDs. We're gonna clone this because this is gonna be our next target here, which is this next daily resistance.
Harry, teach me ICT. This
If
is one of
I
your boys, right?
let me see who wrote that.
Oreo.
Teach me ICT, bro.
Keeps
If you want to learn ICT, then you know where to go, man. You know what to be involved with, who to be involved with. Self-explanatory.
Also, your model that you're trading right now, can you use it for swing trading?
Definitely. Check out my latest video on YouTube. I took a swing trade using that.
Can you put his link, or is it in the bio, is it in the description?
No, I'm posting the chat.
Okay. Coming in the chat shortly.
Scroll down, scroll down.
ICT means I can trade.
No, I didn't say it.
Is Antonio trading with your strategy?
Well, he trades with the price action, but he actually likes to hop up on the 4 hour, right?
Okay.
So that's what he's doing. Is he enjoys to rip things based on 4 hour instead of this lower time frame. He will look at the same price action ideas, same bias ideas, but he's going to run them on the 4 hour, and that will allow him also no need to wait for closures as well. He will take it breaking zones based on 4 hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing his Instagram stories. He was on like a generational run.
Yeah.
No losses. Is that still on, Antonio? I haven't seen you post. He's still on
I cancelled testosterone.
NFP news is on Friday, showing up on FX book calendar, but not Forex Factory. Which one is the most calendar use? 1000% Forex Factory,
Yeah.
in my opinion. What do you think?
FX Street updates faster.
FX Street updates faster. Since the last 2 TPs, 4 break-evens.
Yeah. Sir, are you trading gold? No, but we'll have a look at gold as well. We are trading gold, yes, but what's in front of me right now is not gold. Also, if you guys are watching the stream, 79 of you in here, if you don't leave a like, you know the answer. So, you know the answer.
Like it up, like it up.
All right, so gold is breaking down here. Actually, maybe
camera
a
gone.
gold short. Camera reactivate.
Hello?
Whoosh.
You back on now?
It's a delay on this screen.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back, we're back.
We back.
So gold here actually closed below. This could be actually an interesting option here. Issue we have here is, look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 5-minute candles closing back to back bearish here. So if you want to run this position, you need to run very wide stop loss above 5-minute structure, because you don't have any 5-minute structure. It's like 370 point stop loss. Not really something I like to run, but if we do create the 5-minute structure right now, which we're trying, candles moving bullish, I'll be interested to potentially take a sell here and expect the 15-minute candle to close below here. If we do get the 15-minute candle to close below, I will take that instead. But what I'd love to see is maybe a 5-minute candle close bullish, next one close bearish below, or just see how it forms. Even if we get a massive top wick right now and we grab liquidity from inside of the range, I will still be okay maybe to take it even on the flip, but that has to happen in 3 minutes here. So we can actually watch this on, because this is ripping right now, we can watch this on, we can't trade GC anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, they even removed, and oh, I wrote C. Thought they removed that as well. I'm like,
By the way, try setting a limit order for 5 contracts. You can't do it.
Really?
Even though this is a 50K, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to mark these ranges here.
And right now, guys, Harry's trading the Dow Jones futures and gold. And NQ.
Yeah.
If you guys want to follow along. Is Trade down? No. I don't use Trade but I don't think it's down. Do you use any indicators? Yeah.
Why you skip that, man?
He ain't going back.
You can't skip that, pleasure. All right, so gold trying to break down here. We're seeing flip on the 15-minute here. So it could just push down here, but you know, if we're gonna take a sell here, breaking this low, it's gonna be aggressive stop loss. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
And the problem is about the stop loss here, where we want to put stop loss. Are we happy just to run stop loss here for 200 pips? Keep in mind, guys, 200 pips is still a decent stop loss here. you would be at about 100 pips in profit, probably needing to move to break even as we touch this 15-minute zone here. It's one of those things, man. Like for me, I don't want to rush a stop loss here and then have to hold drawdown and then have nothing to protect my stop loss. You know, you're selling straight 5-minute candles, you're putting stop loss above the current candle high. This is only, you're relying on volume. If you run that trade long term, you're going to lose that trade. You're going to lose that trade because the time that price wants to come up and retest, you're just going to lose. So if you do that type of thing, you need to be very aggressive with management here. By very aggressive, I mean very aggressive here, you know? So we'll see what's happening with Dow as well here as gold makes its way downside. Now we get a resistance potentially formed on Dow. So 5-minute candle will close here in about 1 minute almost, you know, 1 minute 20-ish seconds. We'll see in 1 minute 20 seconds if we can close bearish, and that will be the rejection from the daily resistance, which we spoke about that potential, how we're going to leave the daily resistance as well.
Harry, can you explain about market possession or position?
Possessions.
Harry, can you explain about market possession to avoid a bad trade?
Yeah, I mean, market positioning, you just need to be like the simple concept. I mean, it's a more longer topic, but if you're buying from the bottom of the range, it's always better to buy from the bottom of the range than to buy from the top of the range and to sell from the top of the range. So if we're going to have our sell bias today on Dow and we count this as a liquidity grab, I mean, Dow could just continue up and I'll lose this trade. But if this counts as a liquidity grab, then this is actually going to be a benefit for me, and I'm going to be in a good market positioning here, you know? So we're going to see if this is going to be able to close here or stops looking like.
Do you use any indicators reading the charts or only going on clean charts?
No indicators, just clean charts.
Yep. Just support and resistance lines.
So we'll see this candle here making a top wick here. Bigger top wick will be ideal here because we have no 1 minute structure. And then we can look to maybe take something breaking the low. So we'll see what happens if we can break these lows here. The bigger the top wick right now, the better. I would prefer to see 1 minute structure here, but we do have this liquidity grab here, which is not bad. I want to see if I can put a sell stop and see if we break these lows now that we're making a bigger top wick, right? So if we make this bigger top wick here, 1 minute candles should end up closing bullish here. I'd be surprised if it flips last minute here. If price wants to continue up today, it has to respect these lows. If price is going to continue down, then it would break these lows.
All right, time
So
to
we
copy
can see.
trade.
Signal bots activate.
I'm trusting in you, Harry.
Oh, let's see.
Just kidding. I can't even set a limit order for my phone. I'm not even gonna
You have
risk
to
it.
market execute.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it wants to get below these lows. We should actually respect this 1 minute high here. So this is where I can run stops. You can see how important it is breaking the low there, huh?
Yeah.
If I didn't go break of low, then you just literally get triggered. Like let's say I went on flip, right? Okay, I'm going to take it when 5 minute candle flips. And then when 5 minute candle flips, you just got triggered again and now you're straight back in drawdown, yeah. So at least here I am avoiding that scenario and I can just wait until it's, you know, I see some better thing come in.
And your TP are targeting this key level?
No, I'll target, we'll see first how it runs here. But honestly, if things get crazy, you could actually target to retrace this whole move. But you'd have to hold this trade. Like an important level is actually going to be this level here, like this. So if we respect these highs here, we just see what we're running here.
How much are you risking on this trade?
Yeah, probably about, it will end up being about 350.
For your SL?
Yeah, with this SL here. But I allow myself to maybe give myself a little bit of room and then add on the way down. That's something. So yesterday I took a gold trade. You can see it on the live. And as it went up, I added into that position to try make it a bigger position. So that's something you can do is like, you know, if you want to, you can start to follow the momentum. Because we are also here doing something a little bit risky, which is, you know, calling a top.
Yeah.
We're saying this is the high, which it doesn't have to be. Like I said, if it is going to not be, it should respect this low, and then we will continue up here, and then maybe we wait for another 5-minute candle closing below, and we'll have an actual change of structure on 5, and this is going to be a great trade, you know. So
We got news in 15 minutes.
I know we're in 15 minutes. That's why I want to get in now. Otherwise, if we're waiting again and again and again, then we're going to get very close to news, you know. And that's also a problem. Market could be waiting for PMI, because yesterday PMI was supposed to come out. So it's like muddled, you know, mixed up the schedule here. So it might be choppy till PMI. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So this sell stop here, I'm going to actually remove. Why? Because now we're creating higher structures here. Stop loss is getting big. I could just wait for 1-minute structure to form and then get a better stop loss, more confirmation, maybe even wait for something closing below here and take it based off that in case some random wick comes, you know. So idea is still valid for now until 5-minute candle break structure here. I don't really want to be a buyer at this daily resistance. Not a smart idea to be a buyer at the daily resistance. Above it, we could have a little bit of a squeeze of orders, and we could have more get involved here, you know?
Yeah. So that entry that you had, that limit order that you had there,
Yeah.
what would you rate that setup on like a grade scale? Like, would that be like a B plus, an A, a C?
I'd say it's an A setup there, especially once we got the 1-minute candle bullish. Before the 1-minute candle is bullish, push it towards a B, you know? And but once you get that bullish candle there, to have something for price to need to respect, it increases the win rate of that, you know.
What's your take on fair value gap on gold at the 4955 level? Harry does not use fair value gaps.
Yeah. So if you like your gaps to be filled, then you can find a different stream for people to show you how to fill other men's gaps in the market. But that's something I don't get involved in myself. Is getting my gaps filled, right? It's not something I look to enjoy in the market here.
Yeah.
You know, Hunter likes it maybe.
Nope. I changed my ways, actually. Just support and resistance and market structure.
Good. See what Naz is doing after the wow. So it rejected after this dump. You see, tapped this 15 low down here.
Yes.
From this morning, we've been moving down. We tried to move up during London session. Now we've come back down here. This has been an area of interest here for buyers to come in, and we see them continue to play that idea. The question is, what do we want to do? If we're staying in this range, any pair, not pair, but indice, if it gets stuck in a range on the open, it's not worth to trade. It's like a real drama, right? It's real headache, real heavy headache.
Take a peek at silver, maybe.
We can look at silver here. Full margin our account.
5 contracts, 5 micros.
Man, should we do it? Like
No.
for the memes?
I mean,
One account, 5 micros. What risk would that be?
If you're
6,
filling
12,
it.
18, 24. It will be more than
filling
daily loss limit.
yeah.
More than daily loss limit. Yeah, so silver here tapped into that 4-hour. That was the target I had for today.
Yeah.
I actually drew this in London, this 4-hour. Simple. You can see why I drew it. It was a 4-hour in the past. So I drew that one, tapped it now. We're rejecting from that.
And your supports turn into resistance.
Yeah, exactly. So we could actually, if a bullish candle forms from here, we could actually try some buys, huh? That would make
On
sense.
the 15 minute.
Yeah, 15-minute or a 5 change of structure. One or the other. So this closed bearish.
Oh. How many confirmations are you looking for before entering a trade? And what are those confirmations?
I think the best would to be watch one of my strategy videos instead of me explaining every single confirmation. But it's more of a setup I'm looking than a confirmation. And my confirmation is done from bias, analysis, stuff like that, you know?
And Harry has everything free on his YouTube channel. He creates his strategy course 1 time per year.
Yeah.
Refreshes every year, so be sure to check it out. It's like 3 hours worth of valuable content. Super valuable and underrated.
We have one too. Okay.
Yeah, and we have Harry's strategies as well. So you can check our channel, or you can check his link.
The only thing they won't actually find is what we're doing today, which is the indice trading. So we're getting this 1-minute high here. And I want to know if there's going to be buyers get involved in the market once we leave this high. I'm kind of tempted here. The problem is news, but we have about 10 minutes. There is a bit of a risky trade I could try. Is if this 1 minute now leaves the highs, we could see buyers start to come back and take control here, and we could get a little bit of a squeeze up here. What we'll need is a 1 minute to get through this high. So we are breaking through it here. We're going to see if it fails. Obviously, it's not at the moment, but if it just impulsively pushes like that, very difficult for me to do anything here because I need the confirmation. Every time price came back up to there in the past, we saw the buyers get absorbed from that zone instead of them. So there is a shot, like I said, where I could be a bit more impulsive and take the buy just there like that into daily resistance on futures. But out of 100 trades, how many of those are going to play out? You need minimum here about 100 pips stop loss, maybe 90 you could get away with to run that type of thing here, which is only going to give you a 1-to-1 at this next high I have up here. So it's not the very worth trade for the risk that you're taking, right? I don't want to be risking, let's say I was risking 10K on that, and I'm putting that risk that I assume today is going to break past daily resistance. And imagine you are playing out a bit of a higher time frame idea, not a scalp. We have news as well in 10 minutes. So you want any position right now, we want something to be as quick as possible. We want to be in something, in and out of something as quick as possible. That would be ideal.
Scalp.
Exactly.
You're going to trade news. Basically let it mellow out.
No, normally this PMI is not something too crazy.
Okay.
Like literally the news candle itself, you probably just leave alone. But literally right after that, we could do something with.
How many signal bots in here? Not me.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're a signal bot.
I got my top step open, waiting.
Ultimate signal bot.
1.5.
Did you stay?
2.
Thank you guys. Supported with signal bots. So this is an interesting 5-minute candle close here. 1 minute is also now trying to create structure. There is a retest trade we can take if a 1-minute candle closes bullish here. Right? If 1 minute candle closes bullish. Let's see.
Thank you.
So you can see why before the candle closed above, why I didn't want to be involved in this. You see how it's just failing now?
Yeah.
So it kind of like, if you imagine you're a FOMO trader. If you were a FOMO trader, you probably impulsively take it at the high. Remember I spoke about the 5-minute having a big stop loss. So it's a shot, but the problem is, let's say now you took that 5-minute, now what? You're almost at stop loss.
Yep.
So it gave you something, but
seconds.
Yeah, but it gave you something, right? It gave you 58 points.
Yeah.
It's enough, but with your stop loss, you have to run here. Let's say even tight as 91, you're not getting paid. So it's that's what I talked about, that risk. Is it really worth it for me to risk, let's say 10K and have the opportunity to maximum make another 10K? And that's like if everything goes correctly,
I'm curious, do you ever take negative RR trades?
Yeah, that's not by choice, it's by market condition. Meaning I'm in a trade and I'm seeing something I don't like and I'm seeing it prove to me that it's not going to push anymore. Instead of it letting hit break even and make nothing, I'll say today, let me take it and just, okay, I'll close at 0.8, something like that. Yeah. Another time is when I'm closing at a 1-to-1 and I miss my timing. Like it tapped a 1-to-1 and then I go to press close and the 1 minute's reject, now I close out at something like that,
You like to manually close your trades or do you?
Yeah, I manually close because there's days where it will go to your 1-to-1 target, let's say, or 1-to-2 target, whatever it may be, and shoo, it just shoots past and you're like, oh, I missed out on all that profit.
Yeah.
I could have just moved my stop loss up. So check this out.
Happened to me on NQ yesterday.
Yeah.
Or no, 2 days ago.
5-minute candle here closing in 2 minutes, and this is the break of structure we wanted for those cells, huh?
Yeah.
Remember the original idea?
Yeah.
So, but we have news in 5 minutes, so we're playing with,
Playing with fire.
Playing with fire. Again, what's the problem here? Similar problem that we saw, no 1 minute structure. So your stop loss is cooked here. If we can get 1 minute structure in the next 2 minutes, it's going to be ideal.
Is a 5 minutes on US 30 enough for the flip be at previous wick? This one right here.
Yeah, it's enough, but as you can see, it didn't give you enough juice.
It's gold.
I know. Normally I have 2 monitors, so I can monitor 2 charts at the same time.
Nice rejection there.
This is gonna be
Okay.
So let's see. News here in about 5 minutes as well. This candle is now breaking down. It's pretty similar to what we saw yesterday. If we can get some 1 minute structure here, we should be good. Again, today the market is a little bit impulsive. I don't like an impulsive market like this because you lose money quick. You know, if you're an impulsive buyer at the highs, you lose. Maybe now you're an impulsive seller at the lows because it's all 1 minute candles closing bearish, then you lose. So it's a market condition where you just need to sit, you know, and it could very well work out. You could get an amazing move of sells, but it's just not going to be my edge. And that's the difference, right? Between a professional trader and a trader who just is trying to show something quick, you know?
Yep.
Especially this candle, no top wick could have flipped here. So many things here, so many.
And when you're doing these live streams like this and you're trading during news, how long are you staying on the charts for to wait for your setup? And
Like-
when are you shutting off the laptop?
To be honest, in London session, I'll trade for up to like 3 hours max. In New
From
York,
the open?
Yeah, not from the open, from 1 hour before the open.
Okay, 1 hour before.
And then in New York session like this, honestly, like what normally happens is if we don't get a trade within an hour, then it's probably going to be a late move. And if it's going to be a late move, then we just we wait for it later, you know. But I'm not going to sit there watching paint dry. I'll set alerts.
Yeah.
You know.
What's like the latest you'll take a move?
I mean,
when's-
like Dubai time, it's like maybe 8:30 p.m. Honestly, there's a point where I stop looking at the market because you need to have some balance, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just always looking at it.
Or your mind's always on alert.
Exactly, your mind's always on, and you need to switch off because the people forget, like when you're a beginner trader, it's great, you're going to do that, and it's good to go through that. But when you've been doing it, this is my 6th year, and I've looked at the charts on my YouTube, I have over 1,000 streams. Like that's 1,000 times sitting for 3 hours looking at the chart.
It's a lot.
You know, so although that's only 3,000 hours, and to be a master at something, they say 10,000 hours. But the point is that you need sustainability in this game, and mental health matters a lot in this game, because if I'm not mentally sharp, if I'm not feeling, you know, locked in, then it's not going to be healthy for my results, right?
Exactly.
Especially when I'm risking my money here, you know?
Exactly.
mentally twitch.
Yeah, that's why he's TradeSharpe.
Yes, sir. So the only problem now we have is I like the way the 1 minute is pulling back here. Could give me a scalp, but we're about 4 minutes till news. So the problem is if you hit drawdown. If you're in profit before news, it's easy. Put stop, break even.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
But if you're in drawdown before news, I say a rule to all my guys in the group is I tell them, if you're in a trade before news, and you're in drawdown, you're better off to just close the trade, you know, because if you're on CFD, if you're on futures, actually you could leave stop where it is, because you're less likely to be slipped. But on CFD,
Yeah, you don't get slipped on futures, right?
No, I've seen it.
Okay, yeah.
Because if you've noticed, futures has gaps in the candle. That is a form of slippage, right? So sometimes when a heavy news event comes, there's a big gap, and
Yeah.
you'll be slipped that gap.
I see.
But it's not as bad as I would say CFDs, you know. But you know, in CFDs you don't pay commissions, huh? For trading indices, no commissions.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Props, especially, yeah.
Oh, CFD props.
No, not all. Even CFD
Most
brokers.
brokers, yeah.
All brokers, you will not.
Zero commission.
Yeah, zero commission for indices.
But the spread is something.
Spread is good.
I see.
It starts with suspicious.
All right, so this would be a setup I take here, breaking the low, but I'm not going to do it because 3 minutes before the news. But this would be a setup, so I'll put it on as a, you know, what is something
See
I'll
what
do.
would happen.
Yeah, I would normally break the low like this, run stop above here, and then you can allow it to retest and stuff like this. Obviously, the news can mess it up, but you can see it immediately pushed in profit. And yeah, this would be something I would take. Again, I'm not going to be here just to take a position to show off. I want to do things that are responsible. That's my method here. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to put myself in a position where I have to hold drawdown, and if people copy me, they're copying me, and then news comes and they slip and they lose. It's a thing that is not good of me, because it's not something I want to be doing, and it's also not good for them. So
you got to be selective.
Yeah, so this is the move here. We close below. Now we're starting to push. So now you can make a decision. If this starts coming back to my entry here, I could be like, you know what, I'm not happy. I don't like the way this is going. But ideally, you're not moving break even until it taps this where my mouse is. So we're not too far off it, but that's really ideally where you're not allowed to go break even till it taps that. So until it taps my line there, that's where you as a disciplined trader are saying technically there's nothing makes sense. So we could consider that, you know.
Right,
I mean, it's close, but actually it didn't tap it. So really, you would still be waiting here. So now it's tapped. So now I would be here what I call mental break even. That means that I will not move my stop to break even. I will have my finger on the trigger just in case I see a wick up and it tests here quickly and comes back. There will be a time sometimes when I'm doing that mental break even that it wicks all the way back in here, and you actually have to take a loss. But you can see how that trade just played out there. We actually would have won, but super close. Shame there's news today. It's a very, you know, that's already 1 to 6.5. You could probably get a 1 to 2 on this trade easy.
Nice.
You see that? So
see what news does too.
Yeah, I mean, look, we were playing with margins. There's literally 1 minute to news, but you see now you get a 1 to 2 on that position. So it's a shame, man. If there wasn't news, I really would be in here. But it's a
all right, I'm FOMO. I went to get buy now. Just kidding.
You know, so it's not bad, right? When you can scalp like that. We talked about 5-minute closing, bearish breaking structure. Then we needed a little bit of that 1 minute confirmation. Allows you to put super aggressive stops. Even if you ran stops above here, totally valid as well. This is even more aggressive, possible, safer above here. And then you send it towards the downside. Minimum you're going to get paid on this is a 1-to-1 minimum. You know,
Yep.
Minimum you're going to get is this is a 1-to-1.
And a lot of people talk shit on 1-to-1s, but
It's very powerful.
it's very powerful.
Because you can consistently do it, money will add up, you know?
Yeah.
Problem is people don't make money on it because they're not as profitable yet. Like if you keep losing, then when you make back one trade, it's not going to make back for like 5 losses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the news. So you can see the candle a bit excited here. We will see what the news said.
Let's see what, if it goes down, how many R's you could have gotten on this.
Yeah.
You put it to break even.
Yeah. So we don't want to find that out because then we're going to feel FOMO. Where are we? Wednesday, pending, still pending.
Okay.
53.8. So if anyone doesn't know how this works, any number above 50 means that that sector is growing. Any number at 50 means that sector is stable. Any number below that 50 means that that sector is contracting. So with a number of 53.8, service sector is growing. So why is Dow going down if we see service sector growing? Because Dow is a very industrial heavy indice here, right? It's a very industrial heavy. So if services are doing well, doesn't mean that industrial, because there's services PMIs, and then obviously there is our other PMIs, which is not going to consider services. So with those PMIs, if that was to benefit, then we'd see, and the other PMI actually has a little bit more of industries in it. But you see what I mean? It's a shame, right? This is really a big trade. You see how I told you we retraced this whole move. I had to make a decision, and I chose the decision to be safer because of news. I didn't want to be whiplashed or something like this. We all end up in a shitty position, but that's the setup there, and that will pay you without news. Now, it's a choice, huh? We were not at news. We were 3 minutes before news. It's a choice. It's a choice that we could make to be like, you know what? I don't care. I'm still going to take it with news. But at the end of the day, you have to make that decision, right?
Yeah.
And there's a saying that pilots use, which is when they're flying and they don't know what decision to make, always make the safest decision.
Yeah.
And and I feel like if you do that in the market, you're gonna end up on top more than losing out, because long term, remember in this game we sit here and we have the opportunity to lose money as well. You know, and that's the big problem, is that we could just lose money as well, you know?
And more of these opportunities do come. It's not the end of the world.
No. You know, and plus, I think a big thing that people take away from my streams, and it's why I'm able to stream so consistently and keep a track record, and which many people don't want to keep because it will show you true transparency of what's happening day to day. And I have a track record of almost 2023.
You got 71% win rate, right?
Yeah, 71%. Track record of 3 years of that public, and every trade, one of those trades were taken public live. It shows you what it takes to have that consistency over time on a day-to-day basis,
Yeah, Harry, tell them about preserving capital.
Yeah. I think this can easily coil over the whole LTA. Yeah, I mean, I was bearish here, on it as well, but what to do? No, he's talking about US 30.
Oh.
But I'm also while I'm answering, I'm looking at gold. You have to get with the program. When you're streaming, you have to multitask. If you don't know how to multitask, can't take the heat, don't work in the kitchen. Understand?
I understand.
There we go. So we're also here helping Hunter to become the next _1 streamer. His stream is going to be called Cooked Traders.
Traders? Actually, it would be cool to do a stream with like all the guys here. Like, if we lose trade, we got to do like a punishment or something,
All right, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Like the one chip challenge.
Oof. Have you tried the one chip challenge?
Never.
Do you have it in the office?
No, why would we have it?
I don't know. Because right now
if you want it next time, we can set it up. We get Daniel out here. Get Lorenzo.
You have it at home? This guy just casually stocks it.
At nighttime, just takes the chip.
The old one I tried, it wasn't that spicy. They made a new one.
When did you buy the last time? When did you buy that?
The old one?
Yeah. No, the new one. The new one.
The new one was a couple months ago.
It's like the brand, it's like the
all ruined. It's probably.
Yeah.
It's probably why it's not spicy because it's expired.
Yeah, maybe. You actually enjoy the spice of that.
It's not enjoyable spice.
It's not enjoyable spice.
It's just saying. It tastes like battery acid.
Battery acid.
There's like milk and.
How do you know how battery acid tastes like? That's the problem, right?
You sucked on a battery when you were a kid?
Oh.
No. What the fuck?
Pause.
You see if it's on.
That's why it's cooked,
What's the one chip challenge? You gotta look that up on Instagram or YouTube. It's like a spicy chip. Super spicy. I don't know, it's called like what, RSI level?
No, Scoville level.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck's sake, man.
Have you gotten the VWAP chip, man?
Yeah.
So good.
Bullish chip challenge.
Let me see it.
So green.
Having my Nando's sauce with my chicken right now, watching
And
it.
this is good.
See, this guy knows, right? Nando's sauce with chicken. Just before the stream is what I ate. Nando's sauce, chicken, and rice.
Wait, really? That was Nando's?
Yeah, Nando's sauce. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I gotta try that.
South African.
Wait, is it just like seasoning you put on your chicken?
No, it was the actual sauce, the orange stuff.
Ah. So you can buy the bottle at the store.
No, you have to magically create it from years of development and copy it. No shit, you go to the shop and buy Nando's sauce, not rocket science, man.
What I'm wondering though is that chicken rice that you made is home cooked or from Nando's?
Home cooked, but Nando's sauce.
Okay, got it.
Shit, man.
You need to go to
I never had Nando's.
South Africa.
Never had Nando's before.
It's really good.
Nando's is a basic, man. That's like, in UK.
Yeah, it's popular.
No, that's like where they take like the chick on a first date. Like if they're a normal person, they'll take them to Nando's.
Oh, okay.
It's
like it's like coffee.
The one at Nando's. No, that's what they do. I'm being serious, man. That's like that's what they do. They take them to Nando's. That's how sad they are in the UK.
Yeah.
Shout out UK, bro.
South Africa.
Shout out the UK. Big ups.
Big ups, UK.
Big ups, UK.
Man, I'm very upset with this trade. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry live on stream because this was an easy entry, and we got screwed because of news. So I blame Hunter. Hunter said for me to come, slog my way in traffic, and to trade on a day with news. All Hunter's fault. So we have to blame someone,
Harry should start a live trading podcast. What's the difference between
Live cooking podcast.
What's the difference between live streaming and live trading
I guess
With more than one person.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what he means. Yeah, you see? dumbass. Get with the program. So he's
No,
wants
just
to-
live. So have like Daniel come join us.
Yeah, but that's what a live trading podcast, a live podcast, not pre-recorded and edited.
No, I know, but like
You asked what's the
a
difference?
live trading podcast. If we're all trading, and there's 3 of us, it's a live stream.
No, but it's more of a podcast because there's discussion as well.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
It's a live podcast.
We can run that next week.
I'm not doing it next week because of this traffic.
Is there days when it's ever good? What are like the best
Weekend, bro.
weekend?
Are you trading?
Crypto, we have to trade crypto. You guys need to sort out some helicopter pad here. Then, then we come land by helicopter.
Yeah. See, look, they want Harry and Daniel on the same live stream.
Who said that?
Owl site. I agree, man.
I don't agree. Man is cooked.
Harry doesn't like Dubai traffic.
Check for that.
Yeah, we could do the chip challenge with that.
Okay, I'll be
Podcast?
down for that.
Yes. We can do
I'll
it
be
next
down.
week. And we get Bonnie too. So 4 people.
Swing trades. Are you gonna wait a week?
Actually, no, never mind. Never mind.
Are you gonna eat the chip challenge?
Oh yeah. If I
Yeah?
lost, I will.
Whoever loses eats the chip challenge?
Whoever
I have an easy strategy.
Whoever makes the least profit.
Okay, that's good because I was gonna say my strategy will be just not take a trade.
Yeah.
Just gonna chill.
You think something?
No, but you have to take a minimum of 1 trade. Actually, no.
No trade.
You're just gonna take like a quick.
No, but that's what you said is correct. Okay, here's the thing.
No, but
No,
okay.
no,
I got an idea. I got an idea.
Wait. We all have, let's say, 3 micros because it's safe. Listen,
Okay.
okay? And whoever makes the least profit in that session with least micros has to eat the chip. And and the second place has to eat half a chip, and the first place gets to choose if they want to volunteer in it or not.
Or.
Not or, that's master plan, man. You don't even need to suggest.
Hold on. Or we all buy a Top Step challenge and we have to full port it in 1 trade.
No. I mean, yeah, that could also work.
That'd be
there.
fun. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Once you have 5 accounts, you can buy more, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just can't run them at the same time.
They can't be funded. Yeah. You can buy as many evals. Just express. Only 5 express.
So what if you pass an eval then? And you have 5? Because I have 5 now.
I don't know.
Put one on pause.
Yeah, they put 1 on pause.
I see.
Yeah. You can't pass Top Step. Yeah, I know. Because they have the 50%.
Yeah, so what if all 3 of us make 1.5K?
Well, you could pass it in 1 trade with Alpha Futures, I think.
You can pass it in 1 trade with Apex.
Yeah. Yeah, we can figure it out. All right. Should we call it a wrap?
We could,
Wrap
man.
of a session?
This is retracing the whole move here.
Unless you feel like there's another setup coming.
I'm gonna check before we hop off.
Still checking for some setups. Stay tuned. If you guys got any questions while Harry's checking out the charts, drop them in the chat.
Using this shit.
How old does that mean, man?
3-4 years. It's not that bad.
Look, there probably will be a setup, but it's going to take maybe 30 minutes. Gold needs to accumulate here. We could try to sell back below once it accumulates. And as you can see, NQ here as well. We can have a look at NQ.
This guy said, would orb strat work on US 30?
It will, but it's flawed by itself. Like the concept of orb is okay, but it's flawed. If on my YouTube channel, there's a video called,
I saw that.
yeah, I made ORB better. Use that.
By the way, is Orb a new? I
It's not
see
new, it's
Max.
very
I
old.
see like the Max.
Super old.
Who's the guy? Max.
Daddy.
Yeah, Max Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
I see
Daddy
him.
Max.
Yeah, Daddy Max or whatever. I see him like constantly promoting Orb.
Yeah, it's an old one. It's an old one.
Wanna drop your video in the chat?
Yeah, you can drop in the chat.
Yeah, so we probably just do that. Yeah, if they want to see a live trade, then they just pull up to the streams. You know, not every day, unfortunately, we're going to get a market condition to take a live trade.
Yep.
Today, the news, we had that option. That was our option, that sell I told you about. Would have been nice, but again, the news here just messed us up a bit, you know?
Yep.
Sell, get to daily resistance, move break even, see what happens there, or just manage it and then take it there. Now the 1 minute is just acting weird, full pushing straight up. We don't really want to be too much part of that. There will be more setups later, but probably at 8 p.m. So in 50 minutes. So check the charts, 50 minutes, and see if we try to break out of this or if we fail again for more sells and if gold wants to break down. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And
right.
And yeah, appreciate you guys showing up to stream.
We'll call it a wrap.
Have a good rest of your evening.
Be sure to check
care.
out the links in the description and bio. Use code WAYON. Check out Pip Labs if you guys want to back test. And also, most importantly, be sure to give Harry a subscribe. Catch you guys later.
Peace, peace.